Sir, I am now taking up my pen to acknowledge the receipt of the 2 letters which your Excellency did me the honor to write to me on the 21st and 26th of last month. While I request you to receive my thanks for the memoirs on the trade to the West Indies, for the memorandum concerning the different kinds of coal tar, and for the dissertation on cements proper for the preservation of perishable substances, I must entreat you to be more especially persuaded of my sensibility for the flattering place I have the satisfaction to hold in your remembrance. From the badness of the weather after your departure from Mount Vernon, we were all under great anxiety, lest your journey should have been attended with distressing inconveniences, particularly to the delicate constitution of Madame de Bréon. The 2 Mrs. Washingtons rejoice with me that it has not been followed with fatal consequences, and hope that, having had so severe a seasoning, she will find less detriment to her health from the rigors of the approaching winter than she did from the last. We pray you to make our most cordial good wishes for her health and happiness acceptable to her, with a renewal of our assurances that we anticipate the purest satisfaction in cultivating the acquaintance which has been so happily formed, and which was only rendered the less perfect hitherto on account of the shortness of your visit. I was in hopes that on your arrival at New York you would have received official and satisfactory intelligence from your country. But agreeably to the English adage that no news is good news, we should flatter ourselves that affairs are taking a favorable turn, and that everything will end to the mutual content of the king and nation. Your observations on the revival of the regular communications between France and America, and on the importance of having the precise knowledge of the interests of the 2 nations more generally diffused, are certainly very just. I cannot but accord with you in earnest expectations that a good system for the purpose will be speedily instituted. I believe I told your Excellency before, I was so little conversant in commercial matters that I desired but small stress might be placed upon my opinions. It may be necessary to repeat this observation in apology for what I am about to say on the commerce between this country and the West India Islands. I have every reason to wish that this trade might, if possible, be made reciprocally beneficial. Of that, however, I entertain some doubts. For hitherto I have thought it of much less importance to the United States than people commonly imagine it to be. My reasons for this opinion were, first, because I could not learn upon inquiry that it turned out much, if any, to the advantage of those concerned in it, and secondly, because all or nearly all the produce imported from thence, cotton excepted, might be considered as articles of luxury, and the use of which would in a great measure be dispensed with if they were not so easily to be obtained. But my greatest reason for supposing the trade to be detrimental to us was that rum, the principal article received from thence, is in my opinion the bane of morals and the parent of idleness.